Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy, NerdModeOn, and I'll be doing a gameplay commentary over some Battlefield 4. In this particular installation, I will be yet again in the gunner position and the tank, and then of course Daze is going to be kind of driving me around throughout the gameplay. Now, of course, at the very beginning, he was actually driving, and then he got out to repair the vehicle, and then of course some blueberry decided to jump into the vehicle and kind of steal it. So that's kind of fun. You guys could probably see much of the chat at the beginning, but throughout the video it's kind of funny, I guess, in that aspect. But I kind of rally up with him again, and then we kind of get back into the position, and then everything gets really crazy at our home flag, so we decide to kind of embark upon trying to defend it the best as humanly possible, of course, and then trying to hopefully alleviate the opposition from taking our home flag. But it was pretty difficult considering that much of our team was spread out throughout the map, and then of course we didn't really have a whole lot of map control in the first place. So it was definitely pretty frustrating to hold our flag as well as take other flags in the process, but we did alright when it comes down to the main gist of it. So of course in this video, guys, I want to talk with you a little bit about why yesterday didn't have an episode of Sniper Sunday. If that's kind of your video series, you really enjoy that, then that's awesome. You know, I really appreciate that you guys enjoy this series, but yesterday was just one of those days where I kind of came home really late in the day, and I didn't get any recording done over the last couple of days, considering that work has pretty much been primarily throughout the weekend, as well as my time has been very limited in that aspect, because, well, at the moment, work's been really kind of piling on the last couple of days. I like to do a couple of days, and then I get a day off, and then, you know, rinse and repeat, of course. So I've been putting a lot of effort into that. I've been coming home pretty exhausted by itself, considering that you can only fake smile for so many hours during the day, especially working a job that is customer service. So, you know, you have to try to put that fake smile on there, try to act like you really care, but in reality, you probably really don't. At least in my case, I definitely don't. So it can be kind of tiresome to put on a fake personality during that time, but that's just kind of how things work out. I'm sure many of you guys that are in the workforce by itself, you work anything from customer relations to customer service, probably know exactly what I'm talking about. If you haven't yet, you'll probably end up experiencing at least one time in your life, so definitely prepare for that if you haven't already. But when it comes down to it, I've been coming home pretty exhausted, and then of course I get you guys your videos kind of done, which is usually a pretty extensive process. Usually takes about 4 to 5 hours to get the entire thing done, starting from, you know, collecting everything I need, and then of course finalizing and uploading it. So it's a lot more extensive than I think people give credit to, but you know, if you are a content producer, you obviously know that it's a lot more extensive than what people give you when it comes down to the main gist of it. It's not like you're rendering out 720p videos, which really only take about 10 minutes to render. So I guess in that aspect, it really depends on the quality you wish to bring forward. For me personally, I like to bring forward gameplay that you can almost imagine you're playing yourself, considering that the quality is all there, as well as very little to minutely placed pixelation that does occur because of YouTube. So you can kind of blame YouTube on that behalf, but it's very minor nowadays, considering that I do have a higher bitrate that I render at, as well as you guys get the beautiful 4K quality that I think is pretty much necessary for Battlefield videos. But of course, with that kind of talked about, Sniper Sunday really didn't happen because I just didn't have a gun selected at the time, as well as I didn't have a whole lot of time to kind of sit there and go forward with it. So hopefully next week we'll have a better episode. Hopefully I'll be able to get a lot more gameplay collected, of course. Just I didn't have anything, and considering that the weapon I was using, I was getting absolutely absurd amounts of hit markers with it, that it was really frustrating. It's a bolt-action sniper rifle. It does 100 damage, I think, up until the standard distance. It's a really good gun. It just was getting tons of hit markers, and it was just driving me absolutely insane because, well, most of you guys know I don't snipe a whole lot, so I'm not the best sniper in the entire world, but of course, I do have ways of bringing it forward, so editing is definitely my best friend in those aspects, but I do enjoy especially using regular guns. You know, when I am going to play, regular guns are kind of my cup of tea, of course. Not saying that I hate snipers necessarily in the aspect of their overall damage model, it's just I'm not the best at it. I haven't sniped as much, considering that I don't really find it to be a viable option in the Battlefield franchise, as well as I do enjoy being able to get up in front with the opposition and kind of just mow down multiple amounts of enemies. So I guess that's kind of how my playstyle works out. Never really adopted the sniper playstyle in the last couple of years, and it's just been kind of frustrating, but hopefully I'll become a lot better at it. Of course, practice makes perfect in some aspects, and hopefully that's what this series does for me as a player, as well as hopefully entertains you guys in the process. So I do apologize if you guys didn't get your Sniper Sunday video, but hopefully I'll be able to get it next week, and hopefully we won't be missing any weeks when it comes down to that. So I just kind of wanted to update you guys on that. I know some of you guys were probably a little confused why Sniper Sunday didn't show up in your sub boxes, but of course, you know, every once in a while I need a day off to kind of get my mind collected and kind of get back to sleep and kind of get things going. So hopefully I'm a lot more energized now. Hopefully the strive is still there, and I guess we'll find out when the next week kind of pursues. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's little update video, but I kind of wanted to update you on those matters. But when it comes down to it, I will see you guys next time, and this is NMO, and I'm going to be signing out, guys. Peace.